Hello, and I am the Angry Cook. Today we're going to be doing a fall-winter soup again. We're going to be doing potato and leek soup. This is a favorite, one of my wife's favorites. We're also going to be making up some egg salad sandwiches for her, which we're going to do at the very end. Just to show you one option, but it's what she had as a child, and pretty much, so I'm going to make it for her that way. What we need is 3 tablespoons unsalted butter, 4 large leeks, roughly chopped, like, you know, half-inch pieces or something, 3 garlic cloves. Take the paper off and mince them. 2 pounds of Russett or yellow Yukon Gold potatoes, roughly chopped also. 7 cups of low-sodium chicken or vegetable broth. I'm using a combination of a store-bought vegetable broth, which is not low-sodium, and I'm using my own chicken broth, which is no sodium, because you don't add salt and pepper when you're making broth or stock, and it's actually stock, not broth. So it's a little stronger anyway. A couple of bay leaves, some fresh thyme, 3 sprigs. I'm using a little more than that. Mine's getting a little leggy out there. Salt, pepper, of course. A cup of heavy cream. And if you would like, add chives when you serve. Hello again, and I just wanted to remind you about our merchandise store. We'll have various things available, including the new design of our t-shirt, which will look very similar to this, but it'll be new, along with a couple of extra colors. We have hoodies, we have stainless steel mugs, we have coffee cups in a couple of different colors, 3 different colors if I remember right. We have long sleeve shirts, we have short sleeve shirts, we have women's t-shirts, we have jogging pants, we have decals, we have some various other things. If there's something you don't see that you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if we can get it for you. Once again, the link will be here. We'll have a couple of pages after this of the merchandise available. Dress like the Angry Cook. We'll see you. Thank you. So we're going to get started here. Isn't that nice? This is a mess. This bag of potatoes came with baked potato size and that size. So it's good for this type of application. Not too good for baking potatoes, although we did get a few out of them. So we're going to cut them in about 1/2 inch. Wow. And it sticks, I should use the other knife. So we're going to cut them that way, and then we're going to cut them in half again. These are too slippery to do it that way, so I'm not going to do it that way. And then we're just going to cut them across. And throw them in the water. Keep your russet potatoes in water after you peel them all the time so they don't turn brown. You probably already know that. And if you don't, you do now. Alright, leeks. We're going to discard everything. We're going to only use the light green and the white. So we're going to take that off. You also want to discard any discolored leaves. I don't know how much you can see these. But this particular 2 bunches of leeks were particularly ugly and dirty. Very dirty. Remember what I said, always clean your leeks. The ones I had in the spring or in the summer were nice. These are ugly. Cut the root end off. Don't let it fool you though. Don't let it discourage you from doing it. Inspect the outside leaves. They look alright. Cut it in half. Whoa. And we're going to rinse this. one was the best one of the bunch, actually. So put them on its flat side, and we're just going to roughly chop it. You don't need to worry about chopping any of this stuff because there's going to be puree in it later with our hand blender or in a regular blender in like maybe 1 and 1.5 cup increments till it's pureed nicely. And that's it for prep. Everything else just goes in. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the stove cam and get things going. Okay, we put our 3 tablespoons of butter into a large soup pot. We're going to be adding our leeks and our minced garlic. If you don't have one of these little gimmicks, it's really nice. I like it a lot. I'm not saying the pampered chef type, I'm talking about any type that you desire. My daughter got this for me and it's really awesome. Alright, we're going to cook these for about 10 minutes over medium heat. We don't want this to brown. We're going to be breaking up the leeks a little bit. Again, not that it matters, but we want to tenderize it as much as possible. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. By the way, as the leeks warm up, they're going to be a lot easier to take apart in a bowl with your whatever you happen to be using. They really just kind of fall apart then, and that's what you're looking for. Make sure the butter covers all of them. Make sure you keep stirring frequently so it doesn't brown. We'll be back. As you can see, we're almost at 10 minutes, and how far it's wilted down, which is good. We got rid of most of the water in there, probably all of it, I would imagine. It hasn't browned yet, so we're 3 seconds away. Now we're going to add our potatoes. We're going to add our stock and broth, Glug, 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 glug. Come on. We're going to add our salt, pepper, bay leaves, and fresh thyme. Substitute, I have to look up the sub for 3 sprigs of thyme, but I would say probably a teaspoon of thyme would be sufficient. We're going to cover this, and as soon as we see it start to simmer, we're going to turn it on low and simmer it for 15 minutes until the potatoes are very soft. You don't want al dente potatoes, you want them very soft because we're going to be zapping them. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're 15 minutes in. We're about to check our potatoes. Shut up, you. Nope, not quite. Nope. No, not at all. So we're going to go a little longer. Remember, stoves vary, so check at 15 and keep cooking until they're nice and soft. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, let's check again. I may have cut these a bit big. I think we're about done. You want to remove the 2 bay leaves and the thyme. Okay, we're back. Little sucker really hit itself. I don't know how it does that, but it did it. Alright, now, I don't know how this is going to work, both the camera and the immersion blender are plugged into the same outlet. So if this goes wonky, you probably won't see it. Maybe you'll see a little bit of it. I don't know. So we're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to do a blend. Alright, let's see where we are in the chopped up pureed yumminess. I think we did it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. In my tummy. Alright, now, one more step. We're going to add our cup of cream and bring this back to a simmer. Between the 3 tablespoons of butter and the cream, this ought to be awesome. Get your tasting spoons ready, because we're going to have to taste for seasoning. Should be okay, but we're going to check. Okay, there we go. A little plop, plop, biz, biz. Oh, what a relief it is. Excuse that sudden streak of ignorance. Stay tuned, because right after this we're going to be doing making a quickie egg and olive sandwich, or egg and olive mix to make a sandwich. Let's do a tasting for seasoning. We need some more salt. We need some more pepper. A little bit more salt. And a little bit more pepper. We're almost there. Flavor is out of this world. This is so deep. That's great. There it is. French classic. Potato and leek soup. Try it. Enjoy it. And we're still here. Oh, but a little tip. I meant to say this before. Keep your mats from moving. Little silicone discs you can buy. I bought these at the supermarket. I think there was 4 for $1 or something. Stick them underneath. Lay your mat on. Can't move. Little tip. Anyway, egg and olive. It's not as simple as it gets. This makes, about 4 to 6 sandwiches. I boiled 6 eggs, which we're going to chop nicely and finely and greatly and awesomely. Jade just heard eggs. I think she smelled eggs, actually. So she's on her way over to investigate the whole situation. I don't like to mince mine too finely. I like to have nice chunks of egg in mine. So Once again, personal preference. There goes the mooch right there. About nice. Let's get my scraper out. Let's get my scraper out. Let's find my scraper. There it is. Probably could have used a bigger bowl. Probably. But we're going to add some salt. We're going to add some pepper. We're going to add, I always keep a jar of olive juice for various and sundry things, including Bloody Marys. So whenever I'm done with a jar of olives, I just pour it in another jar and I keep the whole jar. I'm going to pour a little brine in here. Should add a little acid to it. I don't want to do too much mayo in here. Start with a couple of tablespoons and mix it and see how you like it. You still got to add the olives yet, so let's not forget that. Again, it's up to you how you like it. If you like yours really wet with mayo, then knock yourself out. It's your egg salad, it ain't mine. Okay. Now we're going to dish out some olives. Derp. Start with 4, 8, start with 12. See how that looks. These are regular little olives. I usually cut them in 3 pieces. Don't try to do more than one, it really is a hassle. It takes more time than doing them individually. Again, I like mine in chunks. I don't like little bitty things. See how they look mixed in there. See if we need more. I think that looks awesome. But I'm going to add a couple more. Why? Because I like olives. If you don't like olives, what are you doing making this? Egg and olive. Let's take a taste. Make sure we have enough salt and pepper. The olive brine makes a difference. Try it if you never have before. Cover. Put in the fridge. Make it for dinner. Egg and olive, potato and egg soup. Thanks for stopping by The Angry Cook again. We'll see you next time.